Hello guys, this is Tony and today we're going to use the Mars Protocol v2 to borrow some tokens. As you can see, I'm using the Osmosis version, but the Neutron version is coming soon and the whole process should be very similar, if not exactly the same. Here I made my first credit account. There's a transaction I need to sign, I approve it, and here as you can see I will fund my first credit account. I will fund it with 20 USDC and you'll see there's an option to lend your deposited assets to other users for some yield in return. It's a low risk option, so it's something I always choose. Once again, we sign the transaction and move to the main interface of Mars Protocol v2. This is the Mars Protocol, and what we need to do now to borrow an asset is to click on the Borrow tab. Here you can see all the assets available to be borrowed from the protocol. I want to borrow Atom token, so I click on the Borrow button. First of all, you'll notice there's a Receive Funds in your wallet option. This means you can have borrowed funds completely under your ownership and do things like staking, trading, buying NFTs or whatever you want. However, this requires over collateralization, which involves a bigger risk than having them locked in the Mars protocol. I will set the amount of atoms I want to borrow. I check to receive them in my wallet. I click on the borrow button and I now sign the transaction. This should only take a couple of seconds. And once the transaction is approved, the borrowed assets are right here to be seen. You can also check them in your Kepler wallet or any other wallet you're using. The atoms are available on the Osmosis blockchain. So if I click on the Manage button, first of all, I will be able to borrow more assets if I want to, and the Repay button is right there to return whatever I got. So first of all, I will need to return 1.35 atoms plus a slight fee. You can see the borrow right here, but the position is only open for a couple of seconds, so I might not pay them. If I do, it should only be less than 1 cent. I will check this, Repay from wallet, as previously I chose to get my tokens in my own wallet. I hit on the max to return everything. I click on Repay, and then I'll just have to sign the transaction again. Wait a couple of seconds, and as you can see, the borrowed assets disappear from here as I have totally returned them, and my collateral is now safe. So now let's move on to borrow some assets, but without sending them directly to our own wallets, but keeping them in the Mars Protocol credit accounts. I will let this unchecked, and then I'll choose some Osmo to borrow from here. As you can see, the borrowed amount is lower than the collateral I set, which is a great feature. But the thing here is that the tokens will be locked in the protocol and I won't be able to use them however I want. So it's totally up to you guys to do whatever you want. I leave this unchecked again, I don't touch it, and I hit on the borrow button. Once again, I approve the transaction, wait a couple of seconds, and the borrowed assets will once again show up here. Of course, they now won't be visible in the Kepler wallet, but they will be visible in the Mars protocol, of course. Once again, it's exactly the same thing, but now I don't check this option. They can be seen directly from the Mars protocol itself. So I'll just have to hit the max and once again return everything I got. Once again we approve the transaction, and once again we'll just need to wait for a couple of seconds. As you can see, this time the borrowed assets did not totally disappear, but there's still some debt, some dust to be paid. You do exactly the same thing by repaying the whatever's left. So yeah, this is it. That's how the Mars protocol works. That's how you borrow assets. Thanks for watching this video. I hope this was helpful.